Good morning, children. Welcome back to session 3 of A reading from first unit, that is Attitude is Altitude. Children, have you completed your classwork? Write the glossary and summary of first lesson in your classwork. Now let us see the vocabulary from first lesson. All of you open the page number 8. See that vocabulary part first bit. Look at the list of adjectives given below in the box. Which of them describe Nick Vujicic? Tick them. So there are a few adjectives. What are adjectives? Adjectives are the words that describes the noun. So here there are some adjectives. So what you have to do? You have to tick the adjectives which are suitable. That means which describes the personality of Nick Vujicic. Just I'll read it. Do it as homework. So according to you, what do you think? Which one is suitable for Nick Vujicic? Write that in your homework book. So positive, negative, optimistic, pessimistic, generous, nervous, confident, smart, sociable, cowardly, courageous, independent, obedient, valiant, arrogant, sarcastic, quarrelsome, rude, creative, stubborn, lazy, pompous, level-headed. So, among these, which are suitable for Nick Vujicic? Tick them. Okay. So now just let's move to the next bit. In the next page, there is one table. In that table also you have to write the attributes. So just now whatever we have discussed. So which are suitable for Nick Vujicic? Write them here and describe here. Why do you think that particular attribute is suitable for Nick Vujicic? For example, if you say already one is done for you, so what he has given here? Positive. So we can see the positive attitude of Nick Vujicic. Example for that is, in spite of his disability, he has become great. In spite of his disability, he has become great. That shows his positive attitude. Is it clear, children? So like that, the remaining attributes which are suitable, right? And from the lesson, which situation describes that particular attribute, write about that one. So this is also homework for you, children. So first bit, this one do it as homework. Write down them in your homework book. Next thing, so just let us see some multiple choice questions are there. First one is, water sports are in Nick's only thing. He also plays golf with a club tucked under his chin. So what is the underlined word here? Tuck. What is the meaning of tuck? What are the options here? Kept, pulled, covered, tied. So what is correct answer? Tucked means kept. Tucked means what? Kept. Option A is correct. Second bit. His distraught mother could not bring herself to him until he was 4 months old. Options are angry, careless, shy, anxious. What is the underlined word here? Distraught. So yesterday we discussed that, right? Distraught means very upset. So which one is suitable here? Option D, anxious. Despite of the risk of bullying, his parents insisted on Nick's attending mainstream. What is the underlined word here? Bullying. Options are discrimination, humiliation, negligence, and failure. Which is suitable here? Option B. Next, Nick, who was teased and bullied, had an electric wheelchair for mobility and a team of carers to help him. What is the underlined word? Mobility. Yesterday we had discussed this one also. Mobility means moving from one place to another place. So what is the correct answer here? Movement. Options are here: socializing, movement, travel, and safety. Which one is correct? Option B, movement. Fifth one. Nick managed to pull through to become an international symbol of triumph over adversity. Underline what is adversity. Options are disability, poverty, difficulties, and opposition. Which one is correct? Adversity means difficulties, problems, challenges. Okay, so here option C is correct. Sixth one. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. Options are feelings, practices, beliefs, and last one is characters. So which one is suitable for here? Option D is correct. Characters. Okay. Sorry, convictions means beliefs. Option C is correct. Next, let us see the third bit. What is that? Read the following descriptions about persons and fill in the blanks with the words that match with these descriptions. So again, there are some words are given and below the words there are nearly 10 bits are there. So these are also again attributes. So read all those words and fill in the blanks which are suitable. So I'll do one thing, children. I'll explain you the meanings of all these words and you have to select which one is correct for all those bits. Even that one also do it as homework. So just let me explain you the meanings once. First one is what? Boorish. Who is called as boorish? So the person who is unpleasant. So that person is called as boorish. Okay. And extrovert. Extrovert means who always likes to mingle with others. Who always shares everything with others. That type of persons are called as extroverts. Third one is meticulous. So meticulous means what? Meticulous means careless. So who are careless? Who doesn't care about others? Those are called as meticulous. And fourth one is sour. Sour means not sincere. So the persons who are not sincere, sometimes those persons like we can describe them like sour. And next one is placid. Placid means calm and not excited. So the persons who are calm and not excited are called as like placid. Next one is obnoxious. Obnoxious means unpleasant again. Next, compassionate. Compassionate means who cares for others. Who cares for others. Timid. Timid is an opposite of brave. Brave means courageous, right? So opposite of brave is timid. Who are not that much courageous, those are called as timid. Introvert. Introvert means who doesn't want to share their feelings with others. Who can't mingle easily with others. Who are of type reserved. Those are called as introvert. And the last one is malicious. Malicious means careful. See, some persons will be careful for each and everything. Okay, so those type of persons can be described like malicious. So now just read all those 10 bits and fill in the blanks. Do it as homework. Now let us discuss about biographical sketch. Biographical sketch. Let us discuss now. Open the page number 12. Have you opened the page number 12? So look at the first bit, writing part. A biographical sketch is an account of the life and activities of an individual. It includes information about the person's name, place of residence, education, occupation, life and activities and other important details. It's written by another person. If a person writes an account of his or her own life, it is called an autobiography. So about what we are discussing now, children? We are discussing about biographical sketch. So we already read the first lesson, right? That's the biography of Nick Vujicic. So what is meant by biography or autobiography? Autobiography means if a person writes an account of his or her own life. For example, if I am going to write about myself in a book, then that is called as autobiography. Or else if any other person is writing about me, then that is called as biography. So what it consists exactly, biography or autobiography? So in autobiography or biography, we can see the person's name, place of residence, education, occupation, life and activities and other important details. So the best example is our first lesson. So if you take Nick Vujicic, we know his name and later place of residence. We already know that he was born in Melbourne, Australia, and at present he is living in Los Angeles. Next, what? His education. We already know that, right? He got a degree in financial planning and real estate. And of course, we know that he can play football, golf, he can swim, surf, he can type, he can pick up the things. All those things we know about his childhood details. And next, coming to the occupation. Of course, now he is a motivational speaker. He is roaming all over the world. He is visiting different countries and he is giving motivational speeches to the people. He is inspiring the people. And of course, he is participating in golf and football matches and all. Next, about his life. So we already know that he is married, he is having 4 kids, and of course by giving all these motivational speeches, he is leading his life now. Activities also comes under that only. And other important details like that from the lesson we got to know that when he got that young Australian citizen of the award and all those things. Okay, so he got for his bravery and perseverance, and he was made as the symbol of international triumph over the adversity. So like that, all those details we came to know from the lesson, right? So that exactly consists of a like autobiography or biography of any person. So writing this biographical sketch comes under creative writing, children, and it comes under major discourses. So in your examination, this question will be given for 10 marks. This question will be given for 10 marks. It comes under major discourses. Is it clear, children? So generally, coming to this question, any famous person who are very popular. So maybe the film actors or politicians or about any scientists, players, like that about any person, some details will be given in a tabular form in your question paper. So what you have to do, by using those details, you have to write their biography. So that exactly comes under biographical sketch. For example, in your textbook it is already given. See, for example, Stephen Hawking. Okay. So one tabular form was given here. So what are the details given there? Just observe, everyone. Points to be covered. So what you have to cover? Date and place of birth, information about the family, important events in life, awards, prizes, honors, contribution to his field and society. So all those details are already given here in a tabular form. Simply what you have to do, by using all these details, you have to write at least 4 paragraphs. How many paragraphs you have to write? By using all these details, we have to write at least 4 paragraphs. That comes under biographical sketch. And always remember, children, whenever you write biographical sketch, follow this order. So there will be 5 things in general. So first one, write about the person's early or family life. Early means about his childhood. So there you can write about his schooling. Okay, so where did he was born, he or she was born, and about his parents, and of course if those details are given, or if you know about his complete family details, you can write. It means about his brothers, sisters, everything you can write. So that comes under early or family life. Later write about his or her education details. That means the highest degree. Okay, what they had done. So about educational details, describe. Third one is their professional life. Professional life means describe about their profession. What are they doing at present? They are scientists, players or doctors, whoever it may be. what is their present profession, or else previously what they used to do. Okay, about all this in his or her profession, how much good they are, what are they doing, how are they inspiring the people, and how much hard work they did to be in that particular position. About all we can write. And next one, fourth one is honors or rewards and contributions to the particular field. So as I already told you children, in this particular question about any famous person, the biography of any famous person will be given. So that particular person, did he or she get any honors or rewards? Okay, so like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, or any awards, prizes, and what are their contributions in their particular field. So if he is related to sports field, so what is his contribution? Or else if he is an actor, what he did to the cinema field. Okay, or if he is a politician, so what he did, what is his or her speciality. So about all those things you have to describe in this category. And coming to the fifth one, conclusion. So generally conclusion, the biography will be ended by saying when he or she was died in case of death, or else if still they are alive, you can write. So as a person, how much good they are. So you can write all those things that comes under exactly biographical sketch. Is it clear children? So just I would like to say it as example of Nick Vijayji once. So Nick Vijayji, he is a torso, that means who is not having both arms and legs. He was born in the year 1982. He was born in Melbourne, Australia, and later he was moved to the Los Angeles. That means at present he is living in Los Angeles. His mother was a nurse by profession. His father was a computer programmer and an accountant. And their parents, when he was born, they felt very sad and upset. But later on, they always tried to make him an independent. For that, they did everything. They have provided everything. They gave him so many facilities. The first thing done by his father was, his father put him in the water when he was 18 months old. Later, he made him to type when he was 6 years old itself. His mother invented a plastic device to hold a pen or pencil so that it can be very easy for him to hold a pen or pencil and he can write. And they have provided some things at home like the pump action soap, wall mounted brush, and also they have given him an electric wheelchair and a team of carers for him for mobility, that means for moving from one place to another place. And when he was very small, his parents took one decision. What was that? They don't want to send him to a special school. So instead of sending him to the special school, they decided him to send to a normal school. So that decision was hard for Nick, but later he realized that that was the best decision that had been has ever been taken by his parents. So those all details you can cover under early or family life. And coming to the education, we know that he got a degree in financial planning and real estate. Okay, and of course here you can mention that he plays football, golf, he can swim and surf. All those things here you can write. Coming to the professional life, by profession now he is a motivational speaker. And of course he is having different businesses also. He is managing all those things. And coming to the honors and rewards, so he was made as an international symbol of triumph over the adversity, and he got that Young Australian Citizen Award. Okay, and his contributions, obviously he realized why God made him like that, and he is trying to motivate the people. So in conclusion, so we can say that Nick is a wonderful person who is smart, who is sociable, who is having positive attitude, who is courageous, who is independent. We can describe him. That all comes under conclusion. So like this, we have to describe any person. So that comes under either autobiography or biography. So autobiography means if it is written by oneself, that means himself or herself, that comes under autobiography. If any other person is writing about us, then that comes under biography. So children, do this is also as a homework. Stephen Hawking, all the details were given already. So read all those details and write like in the form of biographical sketch. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now let us see the grammar part. So just open the page number 11 now. So there you can see defining and non-defining relative clauses. Before going to discuss this, let us discuss once about relative pronouns. What are pronouns, children? Pronouns are the words that are used instead of nouns. Then what are relative pronouns? So relative pronouns are like who, whom, whose, when, where, that. So all these comes under relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, when, where, that, all those comes under relative pronouns. So if you find these relative pronouns in a sentence, then that can be called it as a relative clauses. And again these clauses can be divided into two types. First one is defining relative clause and non-defining relative clause. Okay, so children, let's discuss about these clauses in the next session. I am going to end this session for today. So please do the homework whatever I said to you. So do the page number 9, 10 and of course the biographical sketch, that is page number 12 in your homework book. Thank you.